Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta warn you, I'm in a bad mood because today is like a blowback of yesterday's positive energy. So I'm in a very blow me, cake fear mood. Okay? Tropical Storm Cristobal is a very lopsided mess. And as I've been stating, the main danger zone is going to be kind of like here because Cristobal has a giant trailing tail that is bringing up tons and tons and tons of moisture into Florida and then the surrounding areas. And then you've got this thing will probably make landfall around New Orleans in like 36 hours. And so this may not strengthen much more. Right now it's at 994 millibars, which would make it a Category 1 hurricane wind strength on the Saffir-Simpson scale. But it'll probably stay a tropical storm because it's very lopsided structure. The heaviest winds today will probably be in South Dakota. And you'll probably be getting some tornadoes up there in the red. And then the snow weenies can get all super excited because you're getting your, after first week of June, snow. And then the two systems are going to combine into one megastorm that is going to drop some serious rain from the Gulf all the way up through the Great Lakes into Canada. And I'm sorry that I'm throwing an emotional temper tantrum because I haven't had affection in 2.6 months. I'm imperfect. I have weaknesses. I'm a man, dude. And I'm at least half of me is human. All right, so in the moments that I'm weak, I need you to be strong. That's how it works, being on a team. Okay. And so, yeah, with like 36 hours left before this storm even makes landfall, look at how the moisture is just pouring in to Florida. So no matter what, Florida is having a wet and rainy day. And my voice is apparently going through puberty. So you're going to have to deal with me or not. You can always leave. It's in a kind of an open relationship in that way. If you get tired of me, you can leave. And then if you miss me, you can come back. And you never have to give me any affection. Okay. But look at that, dude. That is the train I'm talking about. This thing is just going to be trailing moisture up into Florida for about 36 more hours. I haven't seen any rainfall totals yet, but I imagine it's going to be very rainy. It's big, and it's lopsided, and I think they say it looks like a quotation mark? No. Looks like a comma or some shit. I don't know. I don't like punctuation. And I have mentioned, I think the negative energy is going to continue to escalate, peaking on the 19th, the 20th, and the 21st of June. And then around the 23rd, hopefully things will get better for like 2 months. But we're probably going to lockdown at some point as the people who are super greedy and for power and money on this planet are trying to trick both Republicans and Democrats into getting the stupid ass plague. I say avoid that like the plague. You ain't got to listen to me. So yeah, although I stand with all the black people who have not been treated fairly throughout the course of history, I do not think protesting now is the smartest thing. And never really been a fan of protesting because you need a plan and you need a strategy to figure out what you want. Because standing outside of White House saying, I'm upset, doesn't always lead to shit, man. But I've probably said too much. But I did tell you that I was in a cake fear blow me mood. What? So yeah, so like this may or may not get stronger. I mean, it's not going to get much stronger, I don't think. All over land, might do some weird stuff, as the models have suggested. But the main threat right now is definitely, you get to see how this long tail is just going to be train and rain straight up into Florida. So there's a lot of moisture associated with this system. There's a lot of energy associated up here in the Pacific Northwest. So we still got some interesting situations happening. And I used to want a smart, faithful, funny, loyal, creative, cool girlfriend. And now I think I just want big titties in my face. I should put a warning on this. Sorry. I don't always have to be super honest, do I? But look at this thing. It's running through here. Man. And I always say, boobs in the face always makes you happy, whether you're a kid or an adult. And there's just not been enough happiness in this world. And people keep turning everybody's misery into money. And I'm sure some satanic priests are turning everybody's negative energy into some type of crappy power grab. Man. All right. So, yeah, be prepared if you're in the red. And, I think the worst flooding area is going to be throughout here. And so if you're watching this with your family, I apologize. Remember, God gave us, men, these physical daily desires. Sometimes they overcome us 3, 4, 5 times a day. I don't even know. Anyway, but yeah, this is double check on all that rain. Remember, we got 30 hours of this shit just flowing in, man. All right. I have stayed positive about love and romance my whole life. Some days I just, I'm moody. I'm going through post-man syndrome, I guess. Would that mean I'm not a man anymore? Oh, heaven forbid. I'm a man, dude. Trust me. I'm a man's man. All right. But there's your tail right there. And then you got your big ball of rain right here. So, yeah, it's going to be a rainy event. Alan Gerard Depardieu letting us know lots of impacts the next 48 hours near Gulf Coast from Cristobal, obviously. But what it does farther inland and how it interacts with the trough as it moves toward the upper Midwest and Canada is going to be really interesting and potentially impactful as well. And so one of the other reasons that I have been talking to you cats about this storm incessantly for 2 weeks is after it makes landfall at about 992 millibars, which would still be Category 1 hurricane strength, although they'll call it tropical storm because it's lopsided and it's subtropical. It's just going to keep getting stronger as it goes up here. And so it's going to go from 991 millibars to 977 millibars. It's going to drop. It's almost like a cyclogenesis bombation up into Canada, right past Wisconsin and Illinois. And then Michigan is the state that had 3 dams break. And so it's going to be some bad weather, and it's going to cause that giant strip where I keep showing you guys. So it's all a situation, and it's we got no hope of teamwork in the month of June. It's just going to be a big conflicty month, and I'll be over here trying to stay cool. But I'll even be so jerky, I'll be saying things like, blow me, Cake Fear, or Cake Fear, blow me. Oh, yeah, we got another jelly bean of fear we were watching. It could get cyclonic. It's got a 20% chance of development in the next 5 days. Thanks, Nathan Nerd. What if I can't find love or kisses or hugs or cuddles because I'm so freaking ugly? What if my eyes are just so non-interesting they don't do the trick? I don't know. But yeah, we got possible water spouts and tornadoes on the map today. So I'd stay aware. Cranky weather guy, the best weatherman on the planet. A cool dude who gets cranky sometimes, advancing heavy weather. Trough arcing up into the region. All these cells in the white oval and the isolated cells extending to the east along the trough have severe potential as they rotate in. So we can see some tornadoes and water spouts coming up to the coast, And technically, 5 hours ago, I warned y'all all day. My tweets are going to be garbage all day. And just because you buttered a cheese grater, that doesn't make it a quality sexual partner, all right? I don't even remember what sex is like. It's so long ago, 2.6, 2.5 years? I don't know. I should count it out in days. Did you remember to look up at the sky for the strawberry moon last night? Yes, I did, and now I'm having the reflex blowback of all that positive energy that I felt and all those dreams and romantic ideas I had. Whatever. 2020 sucks, bro. Stay away from negative people. They have a problem for every solution. Isn't that the truth? Cristobal has the headlines right now, but brutal heat even by June standards in Texas, is coming early next week. A front should knock temperatures down by Wednesday, but still unusually warm for most of the state that day, too. Stay cool, Texas. All right, John. All right. With Stephanie Abrams, who's super attractive, cool, and married, is reminding us all that tropical rain from Cristobal heads to Midwest midweek. And who knows? Maybe I'm going to hell just because I pointed out an attractive married woman. You know, is that lust? I don't know, dude. Yeah, so that thing's going to be a major storm that goes all the way up Wednesday morning. Like, it's going to flood out a lot of places. It's going to cause lots of problems. So, yeah, it seems like the atmospheric defense team or the Texas hot air, imagine that, helped fight this thing, preventing it from rapidly intensifying and becoming a hurricane. So that's good news. And all the people are probably out there having sex anyways, so everybody got pregnant during the lockdown, so there's going to be no one single left anyways, or no one without children. Because I've never been married. I don't have any kids. It would be nice if I found someone who never had kids, and then we could have our first child together. That's the dream. You got to have dreams, man. I mean, I would marry, I would probably still date or marry the right woman if she had a child, but, you know, I don't know, whatever, on paper. Look, this is water vapor, so you can still see that, like, these lines that are blowing up, it goes in pulses and waves, all right? And so, yeah, this will keep spinning and heading north, and then this is where your main moisture is coming out of. Look at that, dude. And notice how it just keeps pumping and pumping and pumping and pumping and pumping and pumping and pumping. There's like a weird theme to this video today. But I want to point out that Cranky Weather Guy, the best weatherman on the planet, did say, and it's deadly tale of torrential rainfall. So we have, you know, real flooding problems that are probably going to come from this. So just be prepared. Don't lose your life. It's like the hallmark of Asteroid Fight Club is not dying. Yeah, the full moon in Sag was goofy and fun, but now it's back to 2020 energy. And we're looking at the comparison storm because, like, the two storms are going to meet up. What's happening in Montana and South Dakota are going to merge into Canada. Have a big storm, man. Oh, yeah. So, you know, read them and weep. I'll eventually get out of this mood. I always do. I don't know. Someone reminded me that this video I made about cake fear was one of the funniest videos I ever made. And I guess it was featured in the Mirror. It was about a woman who's scared of cake. And I thought that was the funniest shit ever. It was back in the day when, you know, we used to all have sense of humor. All right. And I just believe in, you know, I would one day find a woman and get married and all that shit. Okay, great. But hope is not lost. I'm just in a bad mood today. Okay, everybody? Stay cool, and I love you and appreciate you for putting up with all my moods. And if you want to leave, go right ahead. Sometimes I get weirded out when I get a bunch of new followers, you know? Anyway, it's an adventure, and I'm here for you. Peace out. God bless everyone. And I'm sorry. Forgive me. But yes, I would love to have big boobs in my face. If I had a choice between $1 million and big boobs in my face, I would choose the big boobs in my face. And people say, wow, you could take the $1 million and then go buy big boobs in your face. I'm like, no, that's not how it works. It's like, you know, it's got to be volunteer. Life's weird. All right, peace out. Affection Blues. I should probably play guitar.